I'm Zach, and this is Zubair. And today we're doing something a little bit different. We started a new program called Harmony, in which we will read from the Risale Nur collection, which is an explanation of the Quran, originally written in Turkish and translated into English by Shukran Wahide. We'll start from the words. If Zubair, you want to start, we're going to start from the very beginning.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Now we are going to read the original, the translated one.
Yeah, that was the original, that was Arabic.
Yeah.
I'll read the English translation of it. In the name of God, the merciful, the compassionate, and from Him do we seek help. All praise be to God, the sustainer of all the worlds, and blessings and peace be upon our Master Muhammad and all his family and companions.
Yeah.
This is the start of basically every quote-unquote Islamic text. It begins with praising, with first starting in the name of God,
yeah,
a praise, and then the third part, wishing peace and blessings upon the Prophet Muhammad.
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
Why?
Well, why? Kind of connection we are making, right?
It's I think it's a methodological process that we are receiving news from Revelation, or we are reading from Revelation.
And I'm going to the author says or states that he's going to try to understand something. He's going to state something, right? Some bunch of paragraphs maybe, but he begins with this praise and basmala.
Yeah, basmala. Yeah.
Yeah, basmala is the Arabic word for
in the name
of God. So he's stating the connection first. I'm doing this with the connection or with regard to the God and the prophethood.
Basically saying, I'm trying to understand something that I didn't create.
And I'm trying to receive it, actually, right?
Receive it, receive it and understand it, I think is the important. I'm trying to understand, this is my effort of understanding what I am seeing in the universe.
Yeah. So, the first word is kind of the manifestation of the whole Risale Nur collection. The author kind of stated the manifestation of how could we understand the Risale Nur collection, how could we understand the Quran, and how could we understand the whole universe, the whole creation. And kind of, this is what I understand, we should begin with Basmala, we should begin with the name of God to everything, to understand it, right?
Why it would be the question to be asked there. Why is that necessary?
That's a good question.
But I think that will come up a little bit later in the text. Let's not go into so many details now. I think this is just to show that there is a methodology that is to be followed. It's not completely arbitrary, and I'm not coming up with this from the top of my head. There is a process to go through to understand.
Yeah.
I think that's enough for that. I think we can start the text.
Okay, let's go.
And these issues will be brought up as we're reading, if not in this program, and the next ones. So I should continue?
Yeah, please.
Brother, you wanted a few words of advice from me, so listen to a few truths included in 8 short stories, which, since you are a soldier, are in the form of comparisons of a military nature. I consider my own soul to need advice more than anyone. And at one time I addressed my soul at some length with 8 words inspired by 8 verses of the Quran from which I had benefited. Now I shall address my soul with these same words, but briefly and in the language of ordinary people. Whoever wishes may listen together with me.
Yeah. Brother.
Brother.
Why brother?
What other things could he use? Maybe we should start with that.
Oh reader.
Reader.
Oh friend.
Friend. In classic Islamic texts, they would often say, oh son.
Yeah.
Oh follower.
Yeah.
Something else like that. This.
Oh person. Oh human.
It says brother.
Brother, yeah.
What do you think?
Well, brother is kind of warm, right?
Yeah.
It does not put the author in a state that is far or higher than you. For example, I'm the receiving one, let's say. I'm reading this text. I do not feel, as the author says, brother, oh brother, I do not feel separated from the author.
I want to stop it for a second.
Okay.
You're right, but it doesn't give this feeling if I just say brother. Maybe if we were to put some emotion in it, because I think there's some emotion in it.
Oh brother.
Hey brother.
Huh. Okay.
Okay, I think if you remember the original text, there's actually the word hey in there. It's missing in the English. But hey brother, I think there's some liveliness in there too.
Yeah.
It's not just a dry brother. It's actually a connection between the reader.
A warm welcome.
Connection, a warm bond, which one from the way it's said and two from the word used.
Yeah, you're right. So, do you agree with what I said?
Yeah.
The author is kind of at the same level and the same shape or form maybe, and we are looking at the same thing together.
Yeah, he's not trying to impose his opinion on them, which I think goes back to the previous part that we were talking about when we are trying to understand from Revelation, not trying to impose our understanding of Revelation on the reader or on the person with whom we are speaking.
So, well, let's try to look at this together, the author emphasizes, right?
Yeah.
So I do not feel kind of weird. I do not feel out of this space. I'm with him all the time.
Yeah.
He's with me, maybe.
We're on the same position. We're on the same level.
Yeah.
He has something to learn from me and I have something to learn from him.
Yeah. Yes, you're right.
Because we are all the same in terms of our position against Revelation. We are all in need of it, essentially, and we all have a limited perspective of it. And so to complete that perspective, no matter how great the understanding of the author or anybody's is, it's still missing something. And so the gaps can be filled, and in a way must be filled by the other people around him.
Yeah. So can we say that as humans, I'm a human, the author is a human, and so on, we are on the same position, we are on the same line to receive the revelation from the same source. Can we say that?
Yeah. And we complete each other's understanding. We help to we come together in harmony to complete the understanding, or to get a better understanding, a more full understanding of this revelation.
Yeah.
It's not an imposition of, I understood it, which is a wrong understanding. I understood Revelation. Here you go. Here's the pill. Swallow it. You'll understand. I don't see that as being the methodology followed.
Yeah.
So, if we want to continue.
So, I think we could add some more meaning to the brotherhood thing. For example, if the author would say, oh listener, oh student, maybe, then I would receive it something that I could try to reach. It's something that away from me, right? But it is not. He's my brother, and we are looking at the same thing. So it's something that I could accept easily.
I'm not trying to reach it. I'm letting it come to me. Okay.
And we are together. It's going to come to us.
Through our shared view and working together.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Throughout our harmony.
Yes. Otherwise, if it were like the teacher and student relationship or the father and son relationship, the father's understanding is already a limited understanding, and so the son, if he's trying to reach the father's understanding, that's all he'll get. It's not going to be anything more than what he had before, perhaps.
So it's going to be limited at the beginning.
Yes. It's a impotent is the wrong word. It's a short road.
Yeah. So, well, I think that's basically it.
Yeah.
And we could add that if the author wouldn't say brother and instead say student or something like that, I would make some resistance to it too. Right?
Yeah, it's a possibility. Yeah, definitely.
So you're a teacher, right? So in terms of teaching, he chooses the right word.
In this specific one, in the methodology that he's trying to follow, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, this specific methodology. I think this is what needs to be followed for Revelation. If if the nature of Revelation is understood correctly, this is what needs to be done.
Yeah.
Otherwise, a different methodology might show a misunderstanding of methodology.
So let me ask a question to
Or
you.
actually, a different methodology might show a misunderstanding of revelation's nature.
Again?
Following a different methodology
Uh-huh.
might actually show a misunderstanding of the
Oh.
nature of revelation. Maybe innocently,
Yeah.
but
It's a dangerous.
it's a yeah.
So it's really something dangerous, right?
It's dangerous, maybe not dangerous. It's not the
Risky.
Not risky, not the right word. Not that side of it. Maybe more that it won't get you to where you're trying to go. Like I said, you're just going to get to your
Methodologically
father's
wrong.
understanding.
Yeah.
You're just going to get your sheikh's understanding, and that's where you'll stay.
But normally you need to reach the Quran. You need to reach the hakikat.
You need to let the Quran and the hakikat come to you, I think, is the methodology, not
Oh.
reach it. Can you reach an infinite source? Can you reach the sun?
Nope.
The sun's light comes to you if you
let
let
it.
it come to you.
Yeah.
But trying to reach the sun is...
I would ask a question which is similar, directly similar to your sentence. Regarding the brothers, let's say, the people around us,
Mhm.
and we think that we know something
Mhm.
about the truth, about the revelation or whatever. So what would be the right methodology to tell this to the others? What I understand from the context is to be brothers first, right?
Yeah, you can't tell them is the thing.
Huh.
That's I think where the important point is. Telling somebody to follow this methodology breaks the methodology in the first place.
So what should be the methodology?
We need to understand our...
Sit down together,
Sit down
open your heart and receive the light.
and understand that I am in need of you and everybody else in the circle that I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we need to make a stop here for the next harmony.
Yeah.
For the up until the next harmony, be with God and
Goodbye.
goodbye.